Hi, welcome to DJKIT TV. My name's Chris from Focusrite Novation, and we're going to have a good look at the Launchkey Mini little controller keyboard. The Launchkey Mini is the small portable version of the larger Launchkey series of controller keyboards from Novation. And on the Launchkey Mini we have 25 mini keys, so it's 2-octave range. We have 8 controller knobs here, and we also have 16 velocity sensitive pads. Now we can use the Launchkey Mini with any type of MIDI based software, and we can use the powerful InControl mode to easily take care of our mixer controls within programs, for example like Cubase from Logic. Also we have some nice deep level control over programs such as Reason and Ableton. In this instance, I've got Launchkey Mini plugged directly into an Ableton Live set, and we'll have a look at some of the things that we can do with Launchkey Mini and Ableton together. So the first thing is we have our keys here. We've got a really nice feeling key bed, so it's really nice and easy to play, but also we've also got our controller knobs along the top here. These are low profile knobs which are designed to make it nice and easy to put into your laptop bag and take out of your laptop bag without the knobs actually catching. But let's have a look at the pads that we have here as well. At the minute we can see that we've got a single pad lit up, and this is representing a clip that we have within Ableton. But if I move down using the up and down arrows, I can access any of my clips that I have available to me in Ableton. And we can see on Ableton's screen here the highlighted scene view moving up and down with the various different clips. When I've found the clip that I want to control, I can easily just trigger it, and then when I'm ready to move on to another clip, I'll add some other clips as well. We can also see now the bottom row is starting to light up. The bottom row allow me to stop the clips, so I can easily stop the clip on the third track by just pressing there, and then we'll remove the kick drum, and then we'll add it in again. So you can see that we can control easily our performances from the Ableton Live session view. Now alongside this we can as well use the Launchkey Mini to access different sampled sounds in a drum rack or any type of sampler by taking InControl off. Now we have So now we can easily perform using the pads, velocity sensitive pads, with any kind of MIDI device. As I say, in this instance we're working with a drum rack. Now, if we put InControl back on, we can then instantly access our different clips and start and stop again. The circle buttons at the end actually allow me to launch a whole scene, so this will play the whole row of buttons. So if I press here, we get the whole row of clips playing, and if I press here, we'll stop all of them. So another thing that we can use Launchkey Mini for is to control our devices, and this is where we can get some really nice hands-on control over the software-based instruments. In this instance I've opened up onto a specific channel where I've got one of Ableton Live's pad sounds loaded in. Now in Ableton, if we see a blue hand on the device, this means that our control surface is actually automatically controlling that device. So now by using the knobs on the Launchkey Mini, I can then start to play around with the settings. Add some more space to this as well. So we can easily take control of the devices. And if I want to go and access another track, I can easily use the track button, and now I'm controlling, in this instance, I'm now controlling my sampler But if I click over here onto the auto filter, again you see we have the blue hand appear, and all of a sudden my Launchkey Mini will take instant control over that particular device. So here we're not using any MIDI mapping directly within Ableton. This is a script level control which recognises when we actually connect to a specific device, and we will then map the 8 knobs on the top here to the most popular controls within that device. Again, if I take InControl off, these now become freely assignable and I can easily map them to what I want. So in this instance, I've mapped this first knob to Control Send A here. And again, I do this with MIDI Learn, which is Command and M on a Mac, Control and M on a PC. And I can see I've learnt that this particular control is set to my first knob on the Launchkey Mini. We can also see I've set up the next one, which is using the same controller number 21, but you notice it has a 2 before the 21, which means it's working on MIDI channel 2. This is a really clever way of being able to get even more control out of the Launchkey Mini. At this point I'm controlling Send A on channel 1, but if I hold down the InControl button and then press number 2, I've now set Launchkey Mini to react in MIDI channel 2. And therefore now the same knob, without any fuss, is easily controlling Send B. So this gives me a nice way of being able to control a number of different parameters, specifically from Launchkey Mini, by just using the different MIDI channels available to me. So there we have the Launchkey Mini, a fantastic portable take-anywhere controller keyboard. It's perfectly at home with your PC or your Mac computer. It's an ideal controller for all MIDI-based sequencer programs, but with special deep control over programs such as Ableton Live and Reason. If you'd like any more information on Launchkey Mini, please go to www.djkit.com, where you'll be able to find further details. Thanks very much.